Quick question, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. If you're getting laid off from your job and you know your end date, do you still keep doing your work?
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about people getting laid off. Yes, massive layoffs have been happening and they're only starting to get worse. People are literally going into work or clocking into work only to be told that they are no longer needed. In this video, people share their feelings about getting laid off and they also share with you their experiences. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.
Day one, laid off, no job. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? I feel like I don't know how to put one foot in front of the other. Like I don't even know. I've worked at this job for 17 years. Like 17 years. What do I do now? Like I guess I got to put together a resume. I guess I got to go on some interviews, but it's like day one. It's fresh, it's real, it's raw. It's I cannot even believe what just happened. Like I really thought that if you work hard and do the right thing, that these things don't happen, and you give your time, energy, effort, your heart, your soul to the man, and they throw you out like the garbage. And it's pretty humbling. It's pretty humiliating. It's pretty awful, actually. I don't even really know how I feel. It's like I feel like this tragedy just happened, but at the same time I can't even believe it.
So I just got laid off yesterday, and this is the first time in my whole professional career that I've ever experienced anything like this. So I would like some words of encouragement, because if you have been in this position at any point in your career, please let me know. I was laid off so suddenly yesterday. I work in marketing, and I was pulled into a meeting Thursday morning, and I got this invite Wednesday night, like suddenly with no context. I freaked out because I knew immediately what it meant, and my managers were also like blindsided. Like there was no warning or performance indicators that I was going to get laid off. It just happened, and like a lot of people within my marketing team got laid off too. And like I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't really know what to do. Like the job market's scary. Things just seem like really scary. I have a trip to Japan coming up within the next 2 weeks that I don't think I can cancel at this point because I already paid for everything and things are just non-refundable now. But I don't know what to do, y'all. I think they're trying to replace my job with AI. They didn't say that, but like I think that's where it's headed. Will they be?
Can someone please explain to me about these layoffs? If they're doing all these layoffs and mass firing and they want people to return back to the workplace, where are people supposed to return to if there are no jobs to go to? And if you're mass firing major jobs that are like middle class jobs, and the people that keep like McDonald's, Taco Bell, and fast food restaurants open, how are people like, me, poor, supposed to even work at a place like McDonald's if there's nobody working in the middle class or higher class to even shop at McDonald's? And don't think that you don't buy McDonald's, because you do. My point is if there are no jobs, where are people supposed to go and work? How are they supposed to support themselves? No one can afford a 12-pack of eggs for $20. No one. A gallon of milk for $10. Bananas for $3. A 2-liter for $3.75. And when you DoorDash, it's an additional $20 on top of that. And that's probably including your tip and all your taxes and fees, on top of an extra $20 that you probably spent in just food for one person. $20 for a meal for one person at McDonald's. And this is just the beginning. I'm not excited to see where this summer is going to take us. And if you don't have chickens, heaven forbid, $20 for a 12-pack of eggs. I'm just left speechless. But for real, where are people supposed to go and work? It's supposed to go down the chain, and if the chain is broken in every which way, there are no jobs to go to. And then you have people in middle and high class fighting for the jobs at McDonald's because they're the only jobs available, but then yet nobody is working. I mean, nobody's working to be able to afford the money to even eat at McDonald's anymore. That is my point. And then nobody can DoorDash because nobody can afford it. So please tell me how this oxymoron is supposed to work. I mean, just like you lay off or fire everybody, they don't have jobs. How are they supposed to afford anything? Anything. Like,
I've been laid off from my tech job. I don't know how to feel about this situation. And me doing this is such a vulnerable thing that I'm doing, because one thing, you know, coming from an African home, you don't put your dirty laundry out there or that you went through a hardship. I put so much effort, so much time, late nights, weekends, finding mentors. Like, I put so much of my resource, my blood, my sweat, my tears. It all came to an end 2 weeks ago. When I got the phone call, I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know if I should cry. Should I cheer? Should I be happy? Should I be worried? I didn't know how to feel at the moment. I told my friends, I told my therapist. All of them called me and was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think I'm okay." A couple months before it happened, I questioned myself and my position. Questioned my position and asked myself, is this something that I can see myself doing long term? And I already knew the answer to it, and it was no. No, I didn't see myself, but I was not ready to let go. And so one thing I've learned is that if you don't let go, it's gonna let you go. I just feel like my job had to be taken away from me because I started losing sight of my purpose of moving out here.
First of all, I'm glad I'm not the only one, and I'm sorry that you also got laid off in 2025 and in 2020. But one thing I will say is the one thing I have that I didn't have in 2020 was like the perspective I have now. Now I have the perspective of someone who worked for 5 years and someone who has been laid off. So like, I know I can make it through again. It's really shitty, but now I know the value of time, and I'm trying to look at it as like, this situation was given to me as a gift of time to figure out what I want to do. And now I have a friend to be unemployed with. We're both unemployed.
I just got let go of my job, and honestly, like, you probably think, okay, why isn't she crying? Why does she look happy? Because I know it's in God's hands. I'd actually been wanting to close this chapter of my life and move on to the next, but I just didn't really know if I was ready or what opportunity would be next. But we all ended things on a very nice term, very good term. Nothing but love for my company, and I felt that everything was fine, you know? I've been fired from a job before, a very toxic work environment, and whenever
I found out that I'm getting laid off, and I have to stay at my job till September 1st if I want to get a severance.
Being laid off is never easy, but people are doing the best they can to deal with it. In this day and age that we live in, it is very normal for people to be laid off, which is crazy because back in the day, people hardly ever got laid off like this. And if they did, they were able to just quickly move on. Times have changed. It is not so easy to move on and get another job once you are laid off. Thanks for watching this video. Have an amazing day.